What is up, race fans? My name is Owen, and welcome back to the Ben Fender Podcast. In this one, I will be reviewing the second race in the round of 12 from Talladega Super Speedway. So, before the race, Christopher Bell and Daniel Suarez had to go to the rear. Daniel Suarez also had a drive-through penalty. He did unapproved adjustments. He adjusted his car after inspection, which you cannot do. That is a big no-no. So, yeah. Getting on to the actual race, Stage 1 was 60 laps. Austin Cindric and Michael McDowell were on the front row. Michael McDowell ends up leading the first lap. He was ahead by like a nose, so... nose or... just a little more. Then after that, Daniel Suarez gets into BJ McLeod as Suarez was trying to merge into the pack. And Suarez spins and brings out the first caution. After that, Brad Keselowski won the race off pit road. Michael McDowell then takes the lead. Then Justin Haley takes the lead. Then for a little bit there, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, and Daniel Hemrick all were battling for the lead as they were 4 wide for about... I'm not going to say 10 rows because there's only 40 cars in the pack, so... for about 7 or 8 rows, they were 4 wide. It was nuts. So after they got all settled, Ross Chastain was leading. Then Ricky Stenhouse and Ross Chastain traded the lead back a little bit. Then Chris Buescher ends up taking the lead, and Chris Buescher wins Stage 1. At the end of Stage 1, there are only 2 cars that were laps down. Going on to Stage number 2, it was also 60 laps. William Byron won the race off pit road, but Chris Buescher ends up leading. After that, Corey LaJoie takes the lead. Then Chris Buescher takes the lead. After that, Ryan Blaney took the lead. Then green flag pit stop start, so SVG ends up taking the lead. Then Martin Truex Jr. spins, getting onto pit road. He ends up getting going, losing a little bit of time on pit road, but didn't really matter. After that, Justin Haley takes the lead. Then Austin Cindric takes the lead. And Austin Cindric wins Stage 2. And as they were battling for the stage points, Ryan Blaney spins and collects Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, and Denny Hamlin. Logano and Hamlin just got into the back of Blaney and Chastain. So that brought out... well, that was the stage caution, which... so technically, caution number 2. And with this wreck, Ross Chastain is out. So he is the first car out of the race. After that, so there's 1 car out and 5 cars that were laps down. Going on to the third and final stage, it was 68 laps. Alex Bowman got a removing equipment penalty. Ryan Blaney ended up just stopping on track and retiring from the race. Ryan Blaney only did that to not be last and get like 1 point or something like that. I don't know. After that, Kyle Busch ends up leading. Then Joey Logano takes the lead. Then AJ Allmendinger takes the lead. Then Logano and Allmendinger trade the lead back and forth. Then Austin Cindric takes the lead. Then Austin Dillon takes the lead. After that, Todd Gilliland ends up leading. Then Michael McDowell takes the lead. Then Todd Gilliland gets a too fast entering penalty, so he has to do a pass-through. Then Austin Cindric takes the lead. Then the big one. With 5 laps to go, just an accordion effect happens, and Brad Keselowski bumps Austin Cindric, who spins and creates the big one. For what I saw, it's going to be much easier to tell you who wasn't in it. From what I saw, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and William Byron were the 3 that I saw that weren't involved. There were probably some cars that were not in the pack, in the lead pack, and that were like laps down and something that didn't get in it. But yeah, that was not. Yeah, so that brought out the 3rd caution, which they also had to do a red flag to help clean stuff up, which was about a half an hour delay. But yeah, and this wreck breaks NASCAR's record of most cars involved in a single accident with 28, with the previous being 27. That is absolutely insane. And from this wreck, Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Daniel Hemrick, Josh Berry, Michael McDowell, and Ryan Preece are the ones that I know didn't continue. There were probably more, but yeah, those 6 are out. And leading after that was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Then Keselowski takes the lead, and Keselowski and Stenhouse battle in the last lap and a little bit before Ricky Stenhouse Jr. ends up taking the lead, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. comes away with the win. So the top 5 finishers were Stenhouse, Keselowski, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Kyle Larson, and Eric Jones. So getting on to the playoff points. So the cut line right now, Joey Logano is currently out. He is 13 points under. Then it's Daniel Suarez, who's 20 points under. Austin Cindric, 29 points. And Chase Briscoe, 32 points. Yeah. Not the best day for most of the drivers. I also saw something where it was 11 out of the 12 playoff drivers got involved in an incident. So a bunch probably got involved in that incident, in the wreck. Bell with the early penalties. Suarez also with his early penalty and his wreck. Yeah, not a good day for playoff drivers. I think Larson was the only person not... It was either Larson or Byron who weren't involved in a wreck. I'm forgetting. Suarez. Yeah, it was one of those two. But after this race, one driver has advanced on points, and that is the number 24 of William Byron. Is the first one in the round of 8. And like I said, that wreck was the largest big one in NASCAR history. Yeah, all in all, it was pretty clean racing throughout most of the race. The first wreck was Daniel Suarez's fault, 100%. The second one was just honestly racing for stage points. I know Blaney wasn't happy with Bowman, but both Bowman and Larson, who was pushing Bowman behind, they slowed up to try and not like spin him, but they just couldn't slow up enough, and yeah. So I get why Blaney is mad, but come on. Yeah, so I guess it was William Byron who wasn't involved in an incident. Yeah, then the third one was the same thing, an accordion crash. I'm probably gonna rate this race an 8 out of 10. It wasn't the best race because some points were a little bit boring. The 4 wide part was not. That was like one wrong move and the whole field is gonna be screwed. So yeah, that is gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, as well as go check out my other channels, one being my main of Fan Rantan, and the other one being a D&D one that is under the Boundless Shores. Please go check them out, and we will see you for next week from the Charlotte Roval, which is the round of 12 finale. Peace.